Es geht los und herzlich willkommen alle zu dieser Nindies Showcase Direct. Und dann gucken wir mal, was hier jetzt gezeigt wird. Und mal schauen, ich bin auf jeden Fall gespannt.
I am Dr. J.M. Lounsbury from the Ministry of Drink and Health Regulation. While many working adults start their day with coffee, we recommend to switch to milk to complete your regimen of nutrifying activity. If you are making the switch, a very great annoyance which occurs often with milk occurs during the pouring of it. If you tackle a particularly vicious pour without taking the proper care, you're bound to splash all over. Your whole day is ruined. To demonstrate proper pouring technique, I shall apply my face protector.
Ich habe jetzt keine Milch hier gerade am Start.
Splendid. Now the optimal way to pour milk is to raise the pouring container and
Cuphead.
angle it at no more than 45 degrees positively as you approach your drinking vessel. I will now begin to pour.
Cuphead 2 oder ein DLC? Das ist doch schön. Ich habe das erste nicht gespielt. Ich weiß nicht warum nicht. Aber wenn das jetzt ein zweiter Teil ist. Oder es kommt für die Switch. Das gab's noch nicht für die Switch. Okay, das war vielleicht der Grund, warum ich das nicht gespielt habe.
No,
aber Leute, das werden wir spielen.
Dreaming. Cuphead is coming to the Nintendo Switch system. You can thank Studio MDHR for making their award-winning game so special, and our friends at Microsoft for helping us bring Cuphead to even more
werden wir
players.
spielen, Leute.
As fans know, poor Cuphead made a deal with the devil, and now the beast is coming for his head, cup and all. In this run-and-gun action game, you'll dodge fire and dish out your own, whether you play solo or invite a buddy along for the ride. Those gorgeous hand-drawn cell animations rendered in classic 1930s style look as good as ever. And the live jazz soundtrack by Christopher Madigan will still charm and haunt you in the best of ways. You'll see why when Cuphead launches on Nintendo Switch April 18th. It's available for pre-purchase today.
18. April, okay.
Hello everyone, I'm Kirk Scott,
Gut zu
your
wissen.
friendly neighborhood indie guy.
And I'm Katie Casper, the Friendly Gamer. Thank you for joining as we showcase upcoming games in our first Nindies showcase of 2019.
We couldn't wait to share the news about Cuphead, and we're just getting started. While we are honored to bring you game series like Super Mario and Legend of Zelda, there are many other worlds to explore. Created by our talented indie partners, these games embody the quality of curation that fans have come to expect on Nintendo Switch.
That's right, Kirk. Developers across the globe have embraced Nintendo Switch, and they have plenty more unique experiences to share with everyone. Whether it's building a kingdom, vanquishing angels and demons, or just kicking back and tending a farm, games make our dreams a reality.
With so much available on Nintendo Switch already, we're delighted to show you that there's even more great indie content on the way later this year. See for yourself.
First up is Overland, a new take on the end-of-the-world narrative from the creator of Cannonbalt, Adam Saltzman. Not to mention the gorgeous award-winning visuals by Heather Penn and the haunting original soundscape by Jocelyn Reyes. It's a squad-focused, turn-based strategy game where you're faced with difficult choices. Will you search for supplies, heal a wounded ally, fight off a monster, rescue a helpless stranger, save your dog? Please save the dog. You can't do it all, so choose your actions wisely as your band of friends road trips across the United States. Sounds easy, right? Well, there's a catch. The farther west you go, the weirder things get. Plus, all levels, roadmaps, and characters are randomly generated, so every playthrough offers a fresh take on this perilous journey. Travel the post-apocalyptic roads of Overland when it comes to Nintendo Switch this fall.
Okay.
One man is prepared to destroy anyone in his sight using moves reminiscent of a violent ballet, all while guided by a self-aware banana named Pedro. Using his arsenal of absolutely crazy skills, you'll battle through the violent underworlds of Old Town, District Null, and beyond. Go full throttle with all your weapons and your body, jumping,
Das sieht
kicking,
lustig
and
aus,
swinging,
Leute.
while putting the drop on your enemies. Since you'll be running and gunning, there's bound to be chaos. Slow things down by shifting into slow motion to pace your actions, and dual-wield destruction with elegant accuracy. My Friend Pedro drops in as a console exclusive for Nintendo Switch this June.
Okay.
In the emotional survival game Neocab, fulfilling your job as a rideshare driver is the only way you might reunite with your best friend Savvy, who's wanted by Capra, an omnipresent megacorporation. In this dystopic future, you're the last human driver in a city overrun by automation. As you navigate the streets of the fictional California city Los Ojos, you'll meet a diverse cast of characters, each with their own story arc. Your choices, like picking passengers, balancing your income, sustaining a positive rating, and managing your emotions via the field grid system,
Da es keinen deutschen Stream gibt,
gibt's
auch hier keine deutschen Untertitel.
Keep your job and find your friend. Oh, and don't forget, Capra is watching. Neocab is scheduled to arrive on Nintendo Switch this summer.
Okay.
You know, I've always wanted to lead a pack of dogs in the wilderness. This next game will be as close as I ever get. Let's check in with Lindsay Rostel, the game's director.
The Iditarod Dog Sled Race is a grueling 1,000-mile journey embarked upon by teams of dogs and mushers of all ages, genders, and skill levels every year. Anyone can win, but many are just trying to finish, trying to prove to themselves that they can do it. As game director at Timberline Studio, I became fascinated, and some might say a little bit obsessed, with this idea. We knew we wanted to tell a story in the world of dog sledding. And while I don't intend to race in the real Iditarod anytime soon, we're thrilled and a little bit nervous to reveal our debut title, The Red Lantern.
Do you have those moments that stick out in your mind? When I was a kid, I was told you are what you do, so choose wisely. I could be an astronaut, a CEO, a painter, a doctor. I could be anything. Hi, I'm supposed to achieve great things. Unfortunately for me, you are also your mistakes. And it turns out they tend to remember those more. Hi, I'm
Der Hund ist wohl überall dabei.
So, I've decided to become something else. Something that can't be forgotten. I've got a plan. Get a van, fill it with dogs, go to Alaska, race in the Iditarod dog sled race, and finish. Nothing could take that from me. And things we're going to plan. Dogs, sled, on way. However, things tend to go to plan right up until they don't.
Ah, der Hund. Oh nein. Armer Hund.
You are the musher, training for the grueling Iditarod race. With your trusty crew of dogs, navigate the Alaskan wilderness to find your way home. Combining roguelike elements into this story-driven adventure game, hundreds of unique events can occur. Tend to your dogs, mend your own wounds, and hunt to survive. Thanks to the Nintendo Switch system's gyro controls, you can look around the environment with a simple turn of the system in handheld mode. The Red Lantern races onto Nintendo Switch later this year.
Okay.
I don't know about you, Katie, but when I play horror games, I jump a lot. Fortunately, Darkwood is going for that slow burn on the scare meter. Don't get me wrong, Darkwood will creep you out, all while changing the perspective on survival horror games. Craft weapons, prepare traps, fortify hideouts. You'll explore and scavenge the eerie forests of the Soviet bloc by day, then hunker down in your hideout at night. With nightmarish forces corrupting the woods, wait and pray for the sun to come up the next morning. The world of Darkwood is procedurally generated, meaning locations and events will vary for each playthrough and player. There's no linear path in these woods, so proceed with caution and note each decision will impact you and the inhabitants of Darkwood. Darkwood creeps onto Nintendo Switch this May.
Okay.
This next game has both style and substance. Katana Zero. You play as a well-trained assassin, the Dragon, capable of instantly taking out any obstacles in your path.
Wow.
Mysterious powers and precognition allow you to both see the future and manipulate time. As you cut through each level, you'll leave no breathing bodies behind. I must recommend caution though, since your foes can return the favor by eliminating you in a single hit. But don't fret, the game literally rewinds to the beginning of each level for you to learn and improve. Yes, that should work. After a hard-fought mission, sip some tea and try to rest. The next day, you'll take a seat on the therapist's couch and talk through your demons. Of course, make sure to get a much-needed refill of your medication before the next mission. Now go forth, katana in hand, and remember, leave no survivors. Katana Zero slashes its way to Nintendo Switch April 18th.
Das sieht
It's
lustig aus,
available
ja.
for pre-purchase today.
This next game is pretty.
Wait! Let's save that joke for the developer. Wouldn't it be way cooler if they introduced the next game?
Totally. So let's pass it over to our friends at Double Fine.
Hi, I'm Lee Petty from Double Fine Productions, creator of Stacking and Headlander, and today we're going to show you something that has never been seen before.
I heard it's rad.
Don't spoil it.
War ein Namco?
The world,
Okay.
twice destroyed, lies in ruin. If we are to survive, if the world is to blossom again, then we must find the one who is rad. Righteous.
Was zur Hölle?
Begone,
Ah, okay.
foul beast. Mutation. Mutation. Mutation.
Okay. Das ist lustig.
Tight.
Oh. Ah, und eklig.
The child shows promise, but the time has come for their real quest to begin. You are rad.
Rat.
Trust me when I say, you have no idea what you're getting yourself into with this one.
Unless you're talking about a pinball action adventure game, you're right.
That's exactly what this is. Not only is Creature in the Well a world debut, it's also a top-down action-adventure game inspired by the fine art of pinball. It all takes place in the desert, where a giant creature has entrapped townsfolk in an eternal sandstorm. As the last engineer tasked with powering up a giant weather machine, your mission is to finish the job once
Ist das
and for all,
Pinball?
before the world beyond the sandstorm is forgotten. Luckily, over 15 weapons are at your disposal, and each one has the
Pinball
power to alter the
2019.
way you interact with the ricocheting energy orbs in your environment. The controls may be simple, but there's a deep well of skills to master across all 8 handcrafted dungeons. While you fight for survival, savor every corner of this painterly world in all its pinball glory. when Creature in the Well emerges from the depths this summer.
Leute wie die Pinball-Moden?
Betrayed
Auf
and
jeden
left
Fall
for
interessant.
dead, Mr. Wolf finds himself alone, vastly outnumbered, and hell-bent on enacting his revenge. On the bright side, he's got grit in his gut and a wolf on his head. That means you don't mess with this guy. The world is his weapon, and in this fast-paced, top-down action game from Paper Cult, it's yours too. So, choreograph the most spectacular combos you can, using everything from hatchets to ladders to carrots. Your alternative? Basically just death. Better improvise and fast, as our lone anti-hero, Mr. Wolf, brawls his way to the very heart of the mystery that plagues him. Find out just how twisted this Western revenge tale will get when Bloodroots comes to Nintendo Switch this summer.
Da ist doch ein Hund dabei. Okay.
A primal fantasy collides with the advanced game design of today in Pine. In this open-world, third-person action-adventure game, the world and your enemies will adapt to your choices. You'll travel to 6 diverse biomes across miles of terrain and encounter 5 factions of creatures itching to dominate the food chain. The only way to prepare is to scavenge, barter, harvest, craft items, and sell them at the market to stock up on supplies. It'll be a true fight for survival when Pine goes wild on Nintendo Switch this August.
Man, I love arcade games, but I'm thinking it's time we bring some more to Nintendo Switch.
How about some games from Rami Ismail and Jan Willem Niemann of the independent studio Blambeer?
Yes, but the people want to know what games and when.
You won't have to wait long to fight endless hordes of enemies because Super Crate Box is
Kennen wir doch
coming
schon,
out
oder?
next month. It'll be the first time players can engage in fast-paced multiplayer matches, a feature that's exclusive to the Nintendo Switch version.
Plus, Nuclear Throne comes out today. It's an action roguelike about mutants who spend their day fighting for the throne in a gritty, post-apocalyptic world. Whether solo or with a fellow mutant buddy in co-op mode, you can become ruler of the wasteland.
Oh, and we have a new game announcement, Blambeer Arcade. It's a collection of bite-sized games which will have a growing catalog over time, starting with
Okay.
Ultra Bugs. Ultra Bugs is a fast-paced, high-score-centric game where you pilot a ship to fight endless space bugs that split up into more space bugs when you defeat them. But never fear, defeating the occasional boss monsters, Ultra Bugs, will unlock enemy DNA that you can use to customize your ship.
Blambeer Arcade with Ultra Bugs is coming to Nintendo Switch later this year.
Leider das hier.
Shooter fans, we've shot planes out of the sky, destroyed starships in outer space, and now the 2D shooting genre is going underwater. In this aquatic world, you'll unload a variety of weapons and power-ups in co-op mode or versus modes for 1 to 4 players or bots. This multiplayer underwater shooter comes with an oceanic amount of content, with more than 150 challenges across 8 game modes, including 5 versus game modes and 5 entire worlds to battle across in adventure mode. You'll be able to toggle between classic dual-stick controls and motion aiming, whether you're playing locally or online. The online functions include matchmaking support, and you can engage with friends via in-game voice chat or the party system. See where you rank on the online leaderboard, Windswim Sanity makes a splash on Nintendo Switch this summer.
Next up, check out the newest game from our friends at Inti Creates.
Love those guys.
Inti Creates and Sunsoft present the long-awaited sequel to the mutant blasting action-adventure game, Blaster Master Zero, is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Der Blaster Master.
Your new battle tank, G Sophia, is equipped with the Gaia system. Harness SP for its weapons and abilities anytime it falls from tall heights or takes damage. Build your arsenal of powerful sub-weapons and blast any mutant scum that stands in your way as you traverse each stage. Jason also has some new tricks up his sleeve. He can now counter enemy attacks with the blast counter. If timed just right, they can be chained into multiple attacks that dish out lots of damage back at the enemy. In Blaster Master Zero 2, the stage is set in outer space, and there's more to explore than ever before as you travel across the galaxy to a host of different planets and their orbiting planetoids. Search for new items that power up both G Sophia and Jason. During their journey, Jason and Eve will cross paths with a motley cast of fellow metal attacker tank pilots and their support droids.
Das Spiel gab's schon, kommt jetzt aber für die Nintendo Switch, ne?
Trusted friends or bitter enemies. Mutant blasting action is back. Blaster
Ich hab davon noch nie gehört.
2. Available today.
Oh, 10 Euro nur.
Why are you upside down right now?
Well, there are many theories as to why, but the true reason remains a mystery. Perhaps there's an alternate dimension within these very walls that, until just recently, lay dormant. Or perhaps someone flipped the camera. No one can be sure.
Das nächste Prügelspiel.
It's no longer a mystery that the official game of Stranger Things Season 3 is coming to Nintendo Switch. This retro-style adventure game lets you play through and delve deeper into the events of Season 3 alongside a friend in local co-op. Explore the town of Hawkins, solve puzzles, battle enemies, and uncover mysteries as one of 12 playable characters from the hit original series. Cancel your long weekend plans because the game arrives on Nintendo Switch the very same day as the 3rd season on Netflix. Hey, stranger things have happened.
Okay, that's quite a selection
lustig
of
sein.
games coming soon to Nintendo Switch. But guess what? There are tons of great indie games available right now on the system.
To celebrate indie games and their creators, we're running a sale on some of these fantastic offerings. From Firewatch to Yoku's Island Express, there's no shortage of games and distinctive worlds at your fingertips.
Make sure to check them out on Nintendo eShop later today. On behalf of Nintendo, we'd like to thank all the indie developers that bring their incredibly unique game worlds to Nintendo Switch, and the avid players that support indie games. We are extremely grateful.
Huh. Do you hear something?
Finally, I'm almost out of this crypt. But this isn't the world I remember. At least this guy is familiar. And that pulsing rhythm. Wait. I think I was called here for a purpose. It looks like I've got work to do. And this time, I have help.
Was ist das? Okay. Doch ein Zelda-Game. Spring 2019. Crypt of the Necrodancer. What the fuck? Ich habe jetzt gerade nicht so drauf geguckt, weil ich was im Chat geschrieben habe. Scheiße. Na super. Aber doch, ich habe das meiste gesehen. LOL. Da habt ihr euren Link, ja. Auch an die nicht verstehen, dass das Indie-Games sind. Wo nicht tausende Leute oder hunderte Leute dran arbeiten. Okay, das ist das Zelda-Spiel. Ja. Jetzt sind auch die Kids ruhig. Jawohl. Ja, ich musste da gerade mal was schreiben, weil wenn da Leute gibt, die diese Spiele als Müll bezeichnen oder als Mist, das ist sehr respektlos. Aber gut, ich will diese Thematik jetzt auch nicht weiter ausführen. Yo, Stream ist vorbei. Nice. Und ja, Cuphead wird auf jeden Fall gespielt, würde ich sagen. Wann kommt das raus? Mitte April, glaube ich. 18. April kann es sein. Glaube schon. Und das Zelda-Game, das wird auch gespielt, natürlich. Das schaue ich mir jetzt nochmal an. So, wo ist denn das? Wo ist das? Wo ist das? Hier. So.
Finally, I'm almost out of this crypt.
Das war hier irgendwo, ne?
This isn't the world I remember. At least this guy is familiar.
Es ist nicht komplett Zelda, sondern Zelda ist nur dabei. Oder?
I think I was called here for a purpose.
I mean.
It looks like I've got work to do.
Ich glaube, das ist eine Mischung, ne?
I have help.
Ja. Allein die Musik, die reißt das schon wieder aus. Was zur Hölle? Mining hat 1 Cent gespendet? Was zur Hölle geht hier ab? Okay. Man kann doch keinen Cent spenden. What the fuck? Egal, was? Muss ich mal gucken. Doch, tatsächlich. Lol. Okay. Nee, eigentlich sollte das nicht gehen. Keine Ahnung. Keine Ahnung, ist aber auch egal. Ja, ich würde sagen, das war doch eine schöne Nindie Direct. Danke an den einen für den Cent. Alles klar. Und eventuell... ich glaube, ich weiß eventuell, wo der herkommt. Aber ich werde das mal überprüfen lassen. Ja, Typey hatte da nämlich mal so eine Funktion, wo man meinen konnte. Und das hat es aber nicht gebracht. Und ich glaube, da kam 1 Cent zusammen, als ich das selbst mal ausprobiert habe. Eventuell kommt da der Cent her. Warum das jetzt hier als Alert kommt, keine Ahnung. Egal. Egal. Oder? Der hieß auch Mining, ne? Der hieß auch Mining. Also kann nur durchaus sein. Okay, gut. Ich würde dann sagen, das war's von der Nindie Direct. Und Cuphead wird auf jeden Fall gespielt. Das Zelda-Game auch. Und vielleicht auch noch irgendwas anderes. Mal schauen. Und ja, ich stelle das dann so als Video online. Ich denke, das geht ganz gut. Und ich beende dann auch den Stream an dieser Stelle. Ich bedanke mich bei allen fürs Zugucken. Danke auch an die Mods fürs Aufpassen. Vielen lieben Dank. Und wir sehen uns dann beim nächsten Mal wieder. Bis dann, macht's gut. Euer Blix2 und ciao!